Now the rest of the day is we have a tour of Flag Source, which is one of only 4 U.S. companies that still make flags. Now that is a limited capacity tour, so you who were the early registration people got first dibs on that. And if you're still interested in it, the people at the registration table could tell you if there's any openings. Those tours start at 1 o'clock, and we will have signs up to direct you how to get to that Windmill company. Parking will be on Swanson Drive, okay? Because there's no room in the parking lot of the company. It's a pretty small company, but they're very generous about letting us come in and do a tour today. Then at 4 o'clock, we will have our Windmill Trivia Contest. I'm anxious to see who's going to blow out the competition this year. We have some good prizes for whoever wins. And then tonight at 7 o'clock is our River Rhapsody concert. The Park District has graciously moved the concert from Wednesday night to Thursday night to allow the Windmillers to participate. So we have this wonderful band, 16-piece big band orchestra, and called Limited Edition. And we will do the ice cream down there at 7 o'clock. There's a band shell and a building attached to the band shell, and that's where we'll be serving the ice cream. Make sure you have your badges with you because it's just for the Windmillers. All right? All right, now several tours are kind of on your own. You can, in your goodie bags, you got a book called The Windmill City. It's a booklet that the public library published. Bob wrote the foreword to it, and it's a self-guided tour of all the windmills in Batavia. So you can drive that. Some of them you can get out and walk along the river walk. And today's a beautiful day for doing that. And Fermilab is also open as well from 8:30 to 4:30 today and tomorrow. And there was some literature up at the registration desk in case you missed it. So there's lots to do there. There's a Letterman Science Center, which tells you all about physics in the common person's language. So I think you'll enjoy that. Also, Fermilab's grounds have buffalo, they have prairie grasses. It's just a wonderful place to drive around. So if you enter at Pine and Kirk Street, which the map will tell you how to get there, you'll be able to explore Fermilab on your own. Also, we have in a part of the U.S. Wind Engine and Pump Company building a brand new art gallery called Water Street Art Studios and Gallery. This is a wonderful place for artists to have their own studio. They have a gallery full of art, and they have a gift shop. It's just a wonderful place for you to see inside. They've kept it looking like the old U.S. factory, so it's a good place for you to go visit. Also, our city hall is the old Appleton Manufacturing Company. That is located along the Riverwalk, and you're free to go in there into the police department entrance, and you can walk into the city council chambers, and we have kept that room looking like the old windmill factory. On Saturday will be the tour of the Challenge Company building, and you can also see the other windmill companies on Saturday as well. The Challenge Company building will be open from 9 until 4 on Saturday. So if some of you are planning to leave early, try to get down there as early as you can to see the Challenge Company. They have graciously let us have the building be open all day on Saturday. And so that is it for today, is events, and I think tomorrow I will probably go over the events for tomorrow as well, all right? So let me welcome in the Cub Scout troop, and we'll see the color guard that the Cub Scout troop from Alice Gustafson Grade School will do. Come on up, Brendan.
No, you're very smart.
just do this a little bit, okay? There you go.
Color guards advance. Cub Scout salute. 2. Prepare to post the colors. Post the colors. Will the audience please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? Cub Scout salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color guards at ease.
All right, once upon a time there was a gentleman named B.J. Sagrand who was born in Wisconsin. Sagrand is coming from the French, meaning so great, and what he did, I think, is so great because he persevered for years to make a dream of his come true, to honor the flag of the United States. So he was born in 1866 in Waukesha, Wisconsin, to immigrants from Luxembourg. Luxembourg fought hard to be independent, and Luxembourgers had a great pride of country, and that was very important to this country when they moved to the United States. They embraced our country and our country's flag and patriotism. So B.J. Sagrand, his name was Bernard J. Sagrand, he was a grade school teacher near Waukesha. In 1885, he in his classroom held the first recognized observance of Flag Day. He had a bottle on his desk and he had a flag in it, and he would recognize Flag Day every year in his school. A bust of Sagrand honors him at National Flag Day Americanism Center in Waukesha. So then BJ moved to Illinois. He was not content with being a teacher. He wanted to be a dentist. So he worked as a teacher to save money to be a dentist. And he also sold books. He was a very, very dedicated man to what he wanted to do. So in 1886, he first proposed that the country should have an annual observance of the birth of the U.S. flag. And in 1888, he graduated from Northwestern University Dental School in Chicago. He married Alice Crisp in 1890, and he and Alice had 6 children. He had also come from a family of 6 children. In 1888, he advocated establishing a holiday for Flag Day. Again, his family was very patriotic, and he really felt that the flag really needed to be honored. In the late 1880s, he spoke across the country promoting patriotism, respect for the flag, and a need for an annual observance of Flag Day on June 14th. In 1896, he became president of American Flag Day Association and the National Flag Day Society. After dental school in 1899, he joined the University of Illinois College of Dentistry teaching staff, eventually becoming a dean. And then in 1900, he was elected to the Paris International Congress of Educators. He remained on the UIC faculty into the 1920s, and he was a frequent contributor to newspapers and journals, especially when it came to patriotism and Flag Day. Then in 1912, he and his family moved to Batavia. He built a house that still stands at 1184 South Batavia Avenue, and he practiced dentistry in the basement there until 1920. Well, then the dental office moved to Aurora, which is just the town south of us, so his son could be part of the practice. However, he continued to live in Batavia until 1932. Then he died of a heart attack right after he moved out of Batavia. So that's a lesson right there, right? Don't leave Batavia. And so he never gave up on his crusade to have June 14th recognized as national holiday for Americans to honor the flag. And then finally, in 1916, President Woodrow Wilson proclaimed June 14th as Flag Day. So B.J. Sagrand achieved his lifelong dream when he was 50 years old. So he had been trying to do this for 30 years. So I think that teaches us a lesson. Don't give up on your dreams. Now there are several memorials to B.J. Sagrand, and so in Wabeka they have a big parade, they have museums, they have flag museums of all different kinds of flags, and then each year as the flag is honored, so is the name of Bernard J. Sagrand, because he's heralded as the father of Flag Day. And in 1946, a memorial was erected to him in Wabeka on what is today called Sagrand Drive. How many people have a street named after them? Right? This is a pretty big deal to get a street named after you. Flag Day is celebrated annually there with a program, parade, and other activities. Stony Hill School is where he taught, and that was acquired as a historic site and operated as the birthplace of U.S. Flag Day because he would put his little jar out there with his flag and honor Flag Day. And a bronze sculpture of Sagrand was donated by the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg to Wabeka's Americanism Center in 2000, the year 2000. The sculpture was created by a Sagrand relative. In 2002, a similar sculpture was also dedicated at nearby Blackberry Farms in Aurora, and there you will see they have a pioneer village in which they have pieces of his dental office in there for display. And that is the end of my presentation. Are there any questions about Flag Day? No? Okay. Thank you very much.
I just want to make a couple quick announcements. Because this is a public building, it's constantly being used with other things besides school. And our conflict is going to be Friday evening late, which shouldn't bother us because we're pretty well done by 5. And we'll be over at our banquet, which is several miles down the road. Saturday is going to be our big headache. The Park District of the City of Batavia has double whammied this building with a basketball tournament, and they're expecting 300 to 400 people. All right, so don't panic because the Covenant Church across the street is allowing windmillers to park in their 200-car lot. So that on Saturday. So don't even think about coming into this lot. Just go right over and park in that church parking lot, and we'll try to get some volunteers to help those who need help to get across the street and things like that. Another situation we're having with the camping people or the RV people, see me or my wife Francine, and we'll fill in the details for you about that. If you have any specific questions or something about Batavia, whatever, windmills or something, we'll put you on to the right people. We can handle most of the questions ourselves. So, thank you for coming. It's early yet, but I think the show is going to be very delightful. God has provided us with perfect weather, so that's what we want. So, good. Welcome all. Thank you.